You mean, what do you...
Do you have that all written down, how you like it?
Yeah, I do. All right.
Okay.
And I don't have anything prepared besides looking up the definition and asking some people.
Definition of?
Galentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll let them know.
What do you call it when you... It's not freebasing, it's...
well, we know what freebasing is.
I know. We're not doing that. But
Freestyling.
Freestyling. That's what I'm up to doing. I'm down for freestyling tonight, girl. So...
Isn't that kind of what we do? Well, usually you're very prepared.
Speedo on and we can freestyle.
God.
Freebase.
I haven't heard that term in a long time.
Freebase?
No.
Oh, freestyle.
No, freebase.
Oh, freebase, yeah.
Like, I'm not in the drug world, so
Right.
I don't, and I haven't watched, it hasn't really even come up in social or...
No, I haven't heard it. I knew it was, I was looking for the word that was free, and I'm like...
People are doing other things, I guess. They're not, or we're not hearing about it as much.
Right.
Thank God. But there's everything else destroying people. On that happy note, hey, welcome to Ladies Who Question. Lisa, Dominique, and Holly Caulfield
Hello.
is here. Yeah, we're just a couple of baby boomers with too many questions and not enough answers, though we try.
We do try.
Yeah, I did look up Albert Einstein's death for you.
Let me guess. I'm going to do an educated guess.
Okay.
1955.
You looked it up,
I didn't.
That's really good.
I remember from Oppenheimer because he was in the movie.
Albert Einstein.
Yes.
Live and in person.
And I think they said something about the time date, and I know it was in the 50s, and so I'm like, wow, I got smart all of a sudden.
Oh, golly. See, now, education through cinema.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a beautiful...
Thank God I watched that movie. Maybe I would have passed history.
Well, you know, Marilyn Monroe said the sexiest guy that she ever... the guy who she thought was the sexiest guy was Albert Einstein.
She went for guys with brains, though. No, Arthur Miller.
Arthur Miller.
I mean, she went for men that were not particularly good looking, but they had a really interesting brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Intelligence.
I'm trying to think. She had many husbands. Arthur Miller, Joe DiMaggio. Yeah, Arthur Miller. He was cerebral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did I ask you about Galentine's Day yet?
You did ask me. I never heard of it before.
So you never watched Parks and Recreation when it was on?
No, I didn't. I didn't get into that show.
That's okay. It was really cute, and I
heard.
Well, I didn't see the whole thing until during the what was that thing called? The pandemic?
Oh, that.
Yeah. And Peacock kept running a lot of the NBC shows, the series back to back to back to back. And so I got the whole shebang. I watched the whole thing, and I was really entranced by it. It was very sweet and homey and lovely. And there's an episode where Amy Poehler is the lead. She's the lead actress on this and the head of everything. And she actually created this, or the producers, I should say. But this is when it debuted, the concept of Galentine's Day, which is the day before
Valentine's Day.
Right. And it's a celebration of all things
friendships between gals.
Yeah. And she throws this party, and she subsequently does it on all the next season, and she does it, but she goes to great lengths, as is her character's wont, to outdo herself each year, and she goes crazy, Okay, let's go back to Einstein. On friendship, he had a lot of great quotes. He did say, however rare true love may be, it is less so than true friendship. However rare true love may be, it is less so than true friendship.
Yes.
See? Kind of resonates, right?
Definitely resonates.
Yeah. So this is sort of Galentine's Day is a celebration of friendship.
Between women.
Yeah, between women. Yeah, Galentine's. And or if you have a male friend that, you think he's just one of the gals.
There's a Valentine's Day. That is a day for men to meet up and celebrate their amazing friendships as well. Happy celebratory, and the male equivalent of Galentine's Day.
Well, good. There should be.
Yes.
Men should do that, celebrate their friendships.
Right.
Well, anyway, that's kind of what we want to talk about today. We want to talk about Galentine's Day and maybe different ways that you could celebrate it. I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a lot of different things to do with
gestures, making the extra phone call.
Yeah.
Texting, just kind of reaching out, I think, is a small way.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
I walked into a customer's the other day, And the first thing he said is, "I've been listening to your podcast."
Oh.
And it was a guy, but he's also friends with Nikki.
Oh,
and then
yeah, Nikki.
He,
who we interviewed, our very first interview.
right.
About, we had her on, oh gosh, was that November? That was right when Golden Bachelor was starting, and we interviewed her about dating as a single woman, as a boomer. Okay, go on.
And then it's a brother sister that own the business. And then I go, "Oh my God, this week we're doing Galentine's Day," and his sister Patty goes, "Oh yeah, I know what that is." And I'm like, "What is it?" So it was the first. I was glad somebody was A, listening, and B, understood Galentine's Day.
Did she explain it kind of how I did, or did she have a different take?
She just said celebrating women's friendships.
That's pretty succinct, and that's exactly what it is.
And so basically, it's not a Hallmark holiday yet, but it will be. Parks and Recreations invented it.
Well, yeah, that's where the concept was introduced.
I did read that, so that's
the producers probably came up with it, and Amy Poehler, as the lead character, introduced it.
Okay, well, that's really cool.
I know it was a cute episode, and all the subsequent annual episodes were really cute too. I found an article that sort of talks about it and has some suggestions about different things you can do, and you've already mentioned a couple of them, that extra nice text or whatever, and this kind of goes into it a little bit more. Things you could do together with your. Well, we think we talked about hosting a Galentine's Day party, didn't we? Did we talk about that?
No.
Oh, I thought that was kind of what you were alluding to. Well, anyway, you can just get all your pals together and just do what girls do,
Girls' night.
That's right, girls' night. Pop some champagne, watch a fun movie, like a fun rom-com, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Women love that.
Yeah.
And it says dress out, go to dinner, or wear matching jammies, and watch movies on the couch. That's what this says.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, what comes to mind? Shania Twain. Didn't she have a song about that? Shania Twain about let's go, girls.
Oh, that's the only song I can think of.
Yeah, but what song is that? Gonna da 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 da. I don't want to make anybody sick.
I didn't know that was about girls.
Maybe it was. Oh, feel like a woman.
Yes.
Yeah. Or is that a different song?
No, that's it.
Anyway, that just popped in my head.
Man, I feel like a woman.
That's it. That just popped in my head or whatever. I thought, well, that would be fun.
I love that song, though.
It is. You could go for I don't know, depending upon where you live, just have an activity planned. Like, I don't know, manicure, mani-pedis.
Mani-pedis, a walk.
Oh,
a nice walk.
I like that.
Our weather's breaking, so we're all over it.
Could you believe how nice it was today?
Yeah, heat wave.
Yeah. Here where we are, just FYI, we are here on the North Shore of Chicago. That's where we are. And we had sunshine today. Oh, I thought I was going to have a spaz.
Me too.
I really did.
I was like, oh, this is great. I don't care what the temperature is. It still feels warm.
And I don't think there was even supposed to be sun today. And so then I was out at 8:15-ish, and I said, what is this? And we've had, almost 2 weeks of fog and cloudiness, and that's unusual even for here in Illinois.
Right.
So
depressing weather. And we had the 60-degree swing in temperature from 2 weeks ago.
Oh, which was that 60? Yeah, because we were
it was
minus
26 below, then it was 36 in the same week. So that went from below, just about a 60-degree. And boy, I'm telling you, 36 is warm.
I was perspiring today. I went, how could I have overdressed? How could I have gone outside and overdressed? And I went, gee, it's kind of warm. And I didn't even have a hat on or anything. I went, okay, all right. Because it still looked cold.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and then the sun came out and everything felt wunderbar.
Okay.
Maybe do something for yourself, too. If you don't feel like hanging with somebody or whatever, do something, I don't know, flowers in your home or a small project around your house, maybe. You're in your own Galentine, I guess. It sounds sort of lonely.
Well, I love going to movies by myself.
Yeah.
To the theater by myself. I don't know why. Some people can't stand it. I understand, but I love it.
Any kind of movie, though, right? It doesn't really matter.
Right.
Yeah, I've done that too. Myself. And sometimes when I've gone and done that, I was like, oh, this is so great. I love that I was here alone because I could get completely absorbed and I didn't have to react or anything or,
Right. That's what I mean. Like, okay. Oh, laughing, not laughing.
Right. it's all these things that, we could do any day, but maybe just like it says, grab knitting needles, go to your craft store, start a new project, whatever, Zumba class. A spa appointment. I love that. We kind of touched on that with a mani-pedi thing. Yeah.
Right.
Or a local bookstore. Go to your bookstore. We got Lake Forest bookstore right here in our area.
Here's an article that relates to the Barbie movie in Galentine's Day.
Read.
If the Barbie movie taught us anything, it's that every night is girls' night.
I like that.
And they're trying to relate the article to Galentine's Day, which kind of makes sense because it was like all girl power.
And that brings to mind that fabulous dance scene.
Oh, yeah.
That Barbie dance scene. Okay.
You can't get that out of your head.
I can't.
It's like locked in.
Oh, man. I want to watch that over and over and then have a dance party with my friends.
A good old dance party.
Yeah. I think that would be really fun. Oh, this is cute. Have a Valentine's Day party.
Oh, that would be darling.
You could take your granddog. Well, not your granddog. What would that be?
Yeah.
I guess that would be your granddog.
My granddog.
Yeah. You could take Moon.
Yeah.
Moon the granddog.
And I'm surprised that has not been a Hallmark holiday yet.
Valentine's Day? The first thing I've never seen anything like that before until just now when in this article.
Like Malentines and Petentimes. My daughter did buy a Valentine's outfit for Moon.
Good for her.
It's so tight.
Well, I plan to, I'm dressing up the Harvey the Wonder Dog statue for every holiday. I think I've been showing you that. Oh, yeah. I started doing that last year after I finally spread his ashes after 2 years. I was like, come on, Lisa, get on with it. But it put me in a place of peace. And now I'm just dressing up his statue, the dog's statue. And so he's got his Valentine's outfit ready. I'm just going to put it on tomorrow. I was just waiting for it to not be rainy or foggy.
Right.
And so I'll take a photo and I'll be posting that. But I guess I already been having my Valentine's Day, but I used to dress him up all the time. And of course he hated it. And
right.
I loved it. Mommy rules.
Exactly.
For at least.
It's like mommy loves dressing their little babies up.
That's right. So for at least 1.5 hours, your mama's baby.
For a half hour, you don't leave it on for a couple weeks?
He hated it. Oh, no.
Oh.
No, when he was alive.
Oh, I see.
When he was alive, I would do it to him.
I see.
And he would just look at me and with that dog glare, the side eye that dog could give me, or full on glare. So now I can just dress up his statue and
keep it on.
Yeah, it's cool.
Season.
Although I feel his spirit inside of that dog statue.
Okay, so you don't want to leave it on too long because he's getting mad upstairs.
I feel it emanating from the statue. Like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you better not do it anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I digress. Okay, get yourself a gift or two. That would be, I like that idea. That could be anything.
You deserve it.
Well,
we all do.
Actually, I think you already brought me a Galentine's
that's a
gift.
Pre-Galentine.
Which I appreciate so very much, and
Well, Lisa over here has a big sweet tooth.
Yes. So those, what are they called? Crumble cookies.
Right, crumble cookies.
Oh my God, it's like as big as like a huge pancake.
Yeah.
I've never had one before.
Well, they're rich and good and I don't know.
Okay, indulge in your passion. This says,
get a massage.
Yeah. Well, okay. So far,
that is the best.
That's the best suggestion.
I think
so far.
so.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Okay, ladies, you're going to go get a massage, and it's all about you. So please go out and get one.
Better than a mani-pedi in my book.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, it's good for your health.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to find a lymphatic drainage masseuse around here.
Ooh.
Or even a masseur. I don't care who's doing it. I just want them to drain my lymph glands or whatever.
No, wait. Is that through a massage?
Oh, yeah. It's called a
okay.
lymphatic drainage massage or lymphatic.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I've only ever been able to have them 2 times, and both of those times were at a...
And you know it's draining?
Well, I mean, I don't feel
but
like,
my
great. Lymph glands. Yeah, I did. And some people's systems need them more than others, and I happen to be one of those people. But that was I was at like a shishi, camp. if you want to call it that. I mean, it was a spa. I called it like, oh, I'm at yoga camp. But
it really wasn't yoga camp.
Well,
it was like luxury.
Yeah, it was like anything you want, And
Okay.
I was like, well, I need that. So that was one of the things I did. And oh boy, was that beneficial. But they're hard to
that's
find.
nice. Yeah.
That's a nice idea. How about do something for somebody else? Like maybe, well, like you did for me, which was very nice, bringing me these lovely, gigantic, scrumptious cookies that are going to rot my teeth. Thank you.
Or like do something that is like when you said do something for somebody else, like drop something off at your neighbor's house.
Yeah.
And because actually I have a neighbor that I really adore, and that's a good idea.
Yeah, like some baked goods or flowers, a potted plant, as long as the temperature can handle it if you're just dropping it off. A card, even a card.
Right. Yeah.
Or sending a little note. Like, remember when we were little and we'd make the shoe boxes? Did you do that when you were little? And we would bring shoe boxes to
diagrams?
school. No. We would bring a shoe box to school, and then
Okay.
when we'd spend like a certain amount of time decorating it.
Oh, for
cut
our
a hole in the top.
Valentine's cards.
Yeah.
Yes. That was, oh my God, I'll never forget going home that day and looking at all these beautiful cards.
Yeah.
Because some were homemade. And it was just, I don't know, yes.
Wasn't that the best?
That was so cool.
Those were actually some of
With
the
like
best
the
Valentines.
doilies
Yeah.
and the silver and the,
Yeah, or even just those
I just
little
got a
goofy
really cool
ones.
flashback.
Aw.
Yeah.
Remember even the cute little ones that were that came in the bag, you know, and you just kind of or I loved when so I would always cut the hole a little bit larger. If someone would give me one of those little tiny boxes of the sweethearts
Oh, right.
with the tiny
Yes.
yeah.
That had the little sayings on them.
I always
Oh,
I thought
gosh, I wonder if they even do that anymore.
I don't know. I like that. That I have to say those were some of the best Valentines I ever had. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Well, you can reconnect with somebody. You know how there's always that person that's like, ugh, I need to call them. And then you always think the timing is never going to be right.
reach out.
And then you just do it. And
Yeah.
then always turns out, God, thanks so much for calling me. Like, I go, oh, I didn't know when a good time was. And that kind of starts off. But then you don't regret it because they were happy that you thought of them.
A Valentine's surprise.
Yes.
My dad, that just reminds me, my dad would always go, my parents got divorced when I was quite young, like 6 years old. And so he would cruise by over my schools. And back then you're in like first grade, second grade, and your lockers weren't locked.
Right.
And you had little cubbies or whatever. And he would drop off turtles. Remember those
with the
Demet's
caramels?
turtle? Yeah.
Yes.
And
At school for you?
yeah,
Oh,
and
that's so
Valentine's,
sweet.
and like of course a Valentine's Day Pez or some kind of Pez.
right. Yeah.
Because we had a Pez thing going on. Mm-hmm. And that may be my sweetest Valentine remembrance. I just
That's like, I
God,
wanna cry.
I know I'm a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I wish I hadn't thought of
nostalgia.
it. I'm glad I did, but I wish I hadn't.
Right.
Anyway. Okay. Well,
Oh. Okay, well.
that's that.
That's that.
Right.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do, everybody. Reach out.
Please review and rate us and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and email us at ladieswhoquestion.com and let us hear your questions.
Also, Threads.
Oh, Threads. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Threads, Instagram, whole shebang.
Right? Mm-hmm. Did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
No. Oh, did you say ladieswhoquestion.com?
Yes.
Okay. Did you say write us at ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com?
Probably not.
Well, now you did.
Okay. I think I said something to the effect of send us your questions at ladieswhoquestion.com.
Oh,
Just bring it on.
okay. Wait, can we get mail that way? Ladieswhoquestion.com?
Oh, no. ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Oopsie. Okay. Cut. Print.
We're good.
Okay.
All right. Adios.
Adios.
And happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Thanks, Harvey. Ladies Who Question is executive produced and edited by me, Lisa Dominique, and also executive produced by Holly Caulfield. Holly also does most of our research, and Claire Caulfield is in charge of technical assistance and social media. Music, My Lionheart. Sketch music by Florian Manx and Matthew Anderson. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, follow, rate, and review Ladies Who Question on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Send your thoughts to ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and our website, ladieswhoquestion.com.
All content discussed on Ladies Who Question are the opinions of Lisa Dominique and Holly Caulfield and should not be construed as advice of any kind. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as advice of any personal or medical issue for yourself or others. This disclaimer also applies to guests or contributors to the podcast.